Are we live? Let me make sure I got this Instagram on here real quick. Oh boy. Instagram. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, I think I got it. I forgot how to go live on Instagram. And just learned how to do it earlier today. Okay, let's see. Live. Hey everybody, come on in. I'm just trying to set the other camera up for the Instagram associated with the YouTube channel. And that channel, that Instagram is Tanya's Primetime TV. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, and also we have a Facebook group called Tanya's Primetime TV /media reviews. That is Facebook. So if you want, you can go over to Facebook, click request to join, and I'll add you to the group. And of course, we're also on Twitter. And in the comment section, in the chat section, I do have the links for the Facebook group. And I also had a link to my cake decorating page for those of you who would like to enter the free cake promotion on the 1st of the month. If you're in the Omaha area where I'm at, just be subscribed to my YouTube channel and be subscribed to my Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice Facebook page. And of course, you can enter to win a free cake at the beginning of the month. Now, I don't know which one of these shows I was more anxious for, if it was Empire or Star. And I want to take a poll on everybody who watched both shows the other night. Which one do you think was better? Which premiere do you think was better? Was it Empire or was it Star? So please let me know. But with Star, it starts off, last season a lot was going on. The girls fell out, they were fighting. Star, she ended up, going independent, trying to work on her own album. And Alex, she ended up starting her own, well, I don't know if it's her own line or if she's just repping a line, but a principal clothing line. And Simone had got married. I think they had got married at the courthouse. Was that right? They got married at the courthouse, her and Angel. And then you saw how the people was trying to deport him at the end. And then there was a plane crash. Alex was in a plane crash. And so much was going on. But when we started off the show last night, the premiere episode started off with Cassie and Carletta. They in a standoff. They both got guns. They holding guns, at each other because Carlotta had just found out that her sister was responsible for Halil's death. Now, even though the bullet was not meant for High Heel, I can't never say his name right, High Heel. He ended up dying anyway. He ended up getting shot. He ended up dying. Carletta found out, and she's pissed off, and so they're standing, pointing guns at each other. And Then their mom walks in, and their mom is Christina. She's played by Patti LaBelle, and she walks in and they accidentally shoots her. The guns goes off. We don't know who shot. We don't know whose gun hit their mom, but anyway, they're both responsible. They take their mom to the hospital, and Patti LaBelle, aka Christine, she's gonna be okay. But I'm still like, I don't know how y'all feel about Brandy, but I'm still trying, even after last season, trying to get used to this character. I don't know. It's just so like unlike the Brandy that was portrayed when she was doing her music and everything. I'm just still getting used to seeing Brandy in this light being all ratchet and ghetto, hardcore, badass, whatever you want to call it. But sometimes I'm like, is this really Brandy? Or do we have an imposter? So y'all let me know how y'all like her character. But one thing I can say is her character is showing, that she is a good actress, because like I said, she's doing a really good job, even though I'm like, dang, is this Brandy? She okay. But anywho, at the salon. Now, the salon had a fire, and they had to rebuild and remodel, and right now the salon looks fabulous. Everybody there, is looking fly. Miss Bruce, Cotton. I love me some Cotton. That's Carlotta's daughter. And also they're right now the hottest salon in the A. They got the hottest label in the A. So everybody's doing pretty good so far, so that it looks. But Carlotta is talking to them about, what? Basically, the label is doing really good right now, but the label has been sold. Ayana, I guess she got pregnant. She wants to go to London. She ends up selling the business away. And so, the new owner, he's thinking about, scrapping the whole label and going more into clothing and, things like that, going away from music. And so, since she has plans to get the girls back together, she sets up a show for them to go on. They're going to get interviewed. And I'm like, okay, how this going to work out? Because the girls haven't seen each other in like 3 months. And the last time they saw each other, they were feuding. They had fell out. So, let's see how this works out on this appearance on this TV show. And then we find out that our dear Alex, she has survived the plane crash. She has been modeling in New York for a while now. And, repping this clothing line called Principal Sportswear. And Star is pregnant. Like, Star is pregnant. And she's showing. And I'm like, who is the baby daddy? Who y'all think is the baby daddy? Because during this episode, there's some doubts. There's some doubts. And plus, last episode, she had messed with Jackson. She had messed with Noah. And, she was out there, so it could be a third party involved. We never know. Might have to call Maury for that one. But, and Simone, she's been married to Angel. They got married last season. And Angel, they have found him. They were trying to deport him, but they ended up in the DR. So that's where Angel and them been all this time. And like I said, Ayana, she done took off to London and sold the business to Mateo, who is thinking about shutting the record label down. Alex, now from the plane crash, we see over and over again through this episode, she is suffering from PTSD. She's having nightmares about the plane crash, which is understandable. And nobody yet, besides us, so far knows that Star is pregnant, which is evident. When Simone was talking to her, she was like, before they show, she was like, it looks like somebody been eating good. And I'm like, why she ain't tell these girls that she's pregnant? She's like, gotta be, if they ain't seen each other in 3 months, the way her stomach was looking, I'm thinking she's about a good 5 months, maybe a good 5 months pregnant. But anyway, Like I said, Carlotta, she's trying to get the girls back together, get them in a happy place because she's planning this tour. She's planning a world tour, and she needs this to happen in order for Motel to not scrap the music label. And I'm thinking, you know what? After they had performed, they did a really, really good job. They sounded great. They looked great and everything. But then I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Simone and Alex, they claim they're gonna, this is our last interview. We're about to disperse. There's no more take 3 after this. And Star and Carlotta had no idea. So they just sitting there looking dumbfounded. Like, for real, y'all? Y'all gonna do this on national TV on a television show? And I'm like, what? I didn't even see that coming. I knew they weren't getting along together. I knew Simone was messed up all in the head because she's way in the DR with her husband who's hiding out. And she stated in the show, how much she misses Atlanta, how much she misses her sister. So, I kind of expected them to not, bond bond as quickly like they're supposed to just because they're going on tour. I expected drama, but now they're talking about they're separating. And last season, when things were spiraling out of control, they had, started fighting. Like I said, Star, she wanted to, step out on her own, see if she can make it out on her own. And again, Alex, she ends up taking a plane, going to New York, plane crash. She survives, however. And I'm thinking, remember the lady that she was on the plane with? The one who at first she was like, just leave me alone, just shut up, just leave me alone. It was a fan, a true fan. She's taking pictures, taking selfies, and Alex was not in the right spirit at that time. Until, of course, the plane started, going down and they realized the plane was about to crash. And then they were like bonding and holding hands and crying together. I can't remember. Did she pass? I need to go back and look at that. Go back and look at the last episode because I didn't see anything about that chick at the beginning of this episode when they showed that Alex had survived. So if y'all know that information, please let me know. But then after they had, after they had did their show and everything and had said they were dispersing and everything, Star, she wanted to talk to her sister. She's like, can we please talk away from everybody else? I just need a minute of your time. But Simone wasn't trying to have it. She's like, nope, I don't want to talk to you. You ain't got nothing to say to me. You left us. You neglected us. I mean, you wanted to do your own thing. So here's your chance. Here's your chance. It's not going to be any more take 3. And that's that. But I think Star at that time, I think that's when she was like wanting to tell Simone that she was pregnant. I think she was trying to pull her to the side like, Simone, you're about to be an auntie. She has to tell somebody because, she's pregnant and she don't have nobody to tell. And again, who the daddy? We don't know who the father is either. But anyway, after that, Star, she starts sweating Carlotta. She wants to get her album up and, get it up and going. Her album, she's been working on it really hard. She's telling her about her big plans and things that she wants to do. And Carlotta, actually, at first I thought, oh my God, she notices. How sometimes people just sense that you're pregnant, especially, the older women. They just sense when you're pregnant. And she was like, I understand. I know what it is. I know. And Star was like, I was going to say something, but anyway, then she insinuates, I understand you and your sister, y'all beefing right now. Things are crazy. With Alex and everything, the plane crash. It's just a lot going on. So, she was trying to basically let her understand that she knows, how hard it is for her right now. But she still didn't get it. Star's pregnant and she wants to hurry up and get this album going because she needs some coins. She's about to have a baby soon. But anyway, when Simone reached out, well, actually, Angel had reached out to her. Now, Angel, I was getting the sense that he was kind of acting kind of jealous of Simone. Like, she had came there because they have this show. They're supposed to be doing a tour. Carletta's trying to get the group back together, but he had to go to the DR because he's wanted. And she gets to travel and do whatever she wants. But you can also tell from Simone that she hasn't been happy. This relationship is not working. She misses the ATL. She misses her sister. The bond that they used to have. So, but you can tell when she's talking to Angel and he's like, it looked like you had a really nice time, this evening. And I never seen you this happier before. And you look like, you really missing the A, after she said, I'm missing you. So from that, I'm kind of getting the sense that maybe Simone might not return to the DR. I don't know what y'all think, because the way she was acting, like, she was just acting miserable. And then after she got off the phone and that lady walked in, Mateo's wife, she walked in and I guess she had got into it with her husband. Simone's getting into it with her husband. And they sit there and talk and have a little, chit chat and everything about, what's going on, but not what's going on. Because Simone was like, you know what? I'm going through it right now, but I really don't want to talk about it. I really don't want to talk about my sister. And then I'm like, after that, we learned that Mateo and his wife, they swingers. I did not see that coming. They swingers. I mean, this man his wife comes home. She's like too tired, to do anything. And he's in there with different women. And she's like, I don't have time to play tonight. I'm going to bed. I'm like, oh my gosh. But you know what? In the industry, they say that's how a lot of them get down. Like real life, real talk. The drugs, the drinking, I can't do it. Nope, I can't share. But anyway, she just walks upstairs like, okay, have your way with my husband. I'm good. It don't mind. It don't bother me. But anyway, just as Carlotta is about to announce their worldwide tour deal, Joy Cherie, that's Tatiana. I mean, not Tatiana, Tiana Taylor. Joyce Marie, she gets into it with Star. Because, okay, she had told, excuse me, she had promised that they wouldn't take any drugs, because Noah, he just got out of rehab. Noah, he was into alcohol, he was into drugs. He had even tried to commit suicide last season. Thank God his father talked him off that edge, because he would have been like splat all over the floor into Noah. Anyway, he talked him out of that. He went to rehab. So he had asked Tiana, played by Joyce Cherie. He had asked Joyce, when we go on tour, when we out there, please, no drugs, no alcohol. And she's high as a kite, like high as a kite. And so when Star tries to take the cup away from her, they get into a little argument, a little altercation. Star forgets the fact that she's pregnant, but we done all seen some pregnant ladies big as a house up there taking off their shoes and their earrings like they gonna do something, when they get into it with somebody. So that scene does not surprise me. But anyway, Star, being the woman that she is anyway, she didn't back down. And after she walked away, she thought it was all over. Nope, it wasn't all over. Joyce comes running up on the stage and she's strapped up, pointing a gun, talking about y'all gonna put some respect on it. She wants Star to basically bow down to her and give her the utmost respect, because the tour wouldn't even be going on without her. But anyway, before she lets any bullets off, security guard handles her, drags her away. And I'm like, really? The gun scene? Like, they ain't had enough stuff going on already? I mean, High Heels dead. Noah almost killed himself. I mean, the car crash. It's just a lot going on right now. And I'm like, okay. And then let's not forget Carlotta and them pulling guns on each other, her and her sister. So, anywho, because of Joyce, showing her butt. Now the tour is off. Now Mateo, he basically had gave, I was about to say Queen Latifah. He basically gave Carlotta, a chance to prove herself and everything. And he's now more than ever sure that he's going to shut the label down. But then, the scene where Derek is up there at his grandma's house. He's dancing, she's dancing, they listening to a lot of her old records, and I'm like, oh, this is nice, because remember where they used to be when he was in that wheelchair and he was angry and always lashing out on people. And his grandma, remember Miss Ruby, when she had got his checks in the mail? She had took his checks. She had cashed them. She was buying furniture. She was shopping, doing whatever she wanted with his money. So they got into it, big time back then. So to see them finally, getting along and everything, and then, he's planning to leave like the next day anyway. So he's planning to leave her house and everything. But I'm glad they on good terms right now. But back to Brandy and Carlotta, they're still not on good terms. They basically still arguing and feuding. And Brandy basically, regardless of what Carlotta has to say, she's up there selling drugs. I mean, she's just doing all kind of stuff she shouldn't be doing. And that resulted in High Heel getting murdered by her. Even though the bullet wasn't for him. But she's trying to talk some sense into her. And even though she killed her baby daddy and everything, she's like, I'm still going to do what I do. I'm still going to sell these drugs. And she makes that very clear to Carlotta that can nothing you say make me change that. So I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen to Miss Cassie, because I don't expect anything good to come about if she keeps on doing what she's doing. Simone and Alex, now they are getting ready and they're packing up everything. Because again, that was their last interview. They plan to, break up the group and everything, unbeknownst to Star. But anyway, and they're giving Star the silent treatment, and she's like, hold up, you guys, come on now, we better than that. Y'all gonna keep on not talking to me, and at first they're like, what do you want? What do you want, Star? And when she tells them, you know what? We owe Carlotta. She has done so much for us. She took us in when we didn't have no money. She took care of us, let her into her home, and we have to help her. I mean, we owe her for everything that she's done for us. So they come up with a plan, and later we'll find out what that plan is. But later at the gala, Mateo, part of the swingers group, he is about to announce his plans to invest, to his investors and everything. Carlotta, she interrupts. And while some of the investors are standing right there, she goes on to say, how are you going to do all this, without the music label? How are you going to survive? There's no way that you can compete out there in the business without, without the music label. And so the investors, they're listening, and they're like, you know what? She's making sense. She's making a lot of sense. And so then he's like, man, why are you here? What is you doing? I'm supposed to be telling my investors of my new plans. But Carlotta got a plan of her own. And then suddenly, take three. Star, Simone, Alex, they bust out on the scene. They come up in there singing and strutting their stuff and swaying their goodies all over the place, basically making people take notice of them. Not only their voices, these are some beautiful, beautiful women, and they represent, the label. The label that Queen Carlotta is trying to keep afloat. So anywho, after everybody notices them and listens to them, and basically they're pleased by the girl, they please how they sound and everything, Mateo, he has no choice. He's like, dang. Dang. Okay. Nah, hey, he ain't got no choice. So he's like, you know what? I give you a chance. He tells her 7 months to get the label up and running and the tour and everything. And she was like, give me 6. I can do it in 6. So work that, Carlotta. Go ahead. But Noah, back to Noah. Hey, Sleepy. Noah, I'm just doing a review. That's what my uh, Instagram channel is all about. TV shows, reality shows, celebrity news, all that good stuff. And I'm reviewing Star right now, the TV show Star. But back to my YouTube channel and my Instagram listeners. Noah. Now, Noah, again, he had tried to commit suicide last season. His father talked him off the ledge so he didn't jump to his death. But he was also battling alcohol and drugs, and he went to rehab. But he's been having flashbacks of, when he was on that ledge, when he was about to kill himself. And he's sitting on the stoop and he's just, contemplating a lot of things. And Miss Bruce, she walks up to him and she's like, what's going on? Talking to him, basically she lends him an ear because she sees that he looks concerned. Basically, Miss Bruce has been through that as well. So she told him, I know what it's like. I done been to rehab. I know what it's like on your first day out of rehab. And she tells him that basically, I will be your support. You need to talk. You need somebody to listen. I'll be here for you. I will help you battle those demons. And then she's like, you holding, huh? I didn't know he had any drugs on him. And I'm like, he just got out of rehab like today. But anyway, he already had drugs on him. And Miss Bruce was like, hand it over. So he hands over the drugs. And basically I'm thinking, okay, Miss Bruce, is she about to take on a bigger role now in the story? Because all we ever see from Miss Bruce, she looks good, she dressed nice, she can whip somebody's hair up like it ain't nothing. But other than that, she really hasn't had any big roles in the show. So I'm thinking that not only will she become his, maybe like a sponsor or something like that. Maybe, just be his support system, but it could take off to something more than that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that situation. But later on, we finally get to the point where Carletta, she's having a roundtable discussion with Star, Simone, and Alex, and she's explaining to them, even though y'all beefing, even though y'all not quite getting along, Star wants to run her own thing. Alex is up in New York with her clothing line, and Simone that moved out of the country with her man who is running from the from being deported. Y'all still owe me an album. So with that being said, y'all better get to write some lyrics because y'all still owe me an album. And while they sitting around the table discussing that, and also hearing for the first time that Star is pregnant, she finally tells them that she's pregnant. Ruby, Darius' grandma, she's back at home. Somebody then broke into her house and he's trying to take her cookies and not the kind in the cookie jar, them other cookies. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Are the writers kidding me? I mean, this scene right here, I couldn't even watch it. She put a knife on him. He put a gun out. She was like, I don't have any money. He said, what makes you think I want some money? He wants something else. And when he takes that gun and he starts like putting it between her shirt, trying to unbutton her butt. I was like, I can't. Not Miss Ruby. I'm like, not Miss Ruby. And then it's because of Derek that he got in because he left the window unlocked. So I'm like, you know what? It sickens me how predators, they take advantage of it. They don't matter how old you are or how young you are. So that sickens me. I didn't like this scene too well. But what I'm hoping for is that since they didn't show him actually raping her, what I'm hoping for is that Derek either comes home or either they struggle, she ends up whooping his ass, stabbing him, shooting him, something. I just pray that something that he don't, finish what he was trying to do. But anyway, that leads me to think, Derek is supposed to leave the very next day. So even if his grandma doesn't get raped, or even if she does get raped, do you guys think that he will still leave? Or will he stay thinking that his grandma won't be safe? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, I'm thinking that he'll probably definitely feel really, really bad because it was his fault. Granted, people can break in your house even if you do lock your windows and your doors, but I think this is going to take a toll on him, and I don't think he's going to end up going out of town. That's what I really think. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Also, do y'all think that Simone is going to stay in the A, or will she return to the DR where her husband is? And also, who do y'all think the father of Star's baby is? Now, we saw in the previews of next episode, Noah was like, you know what? If that's my baby, I have a right to know if that's my baby. But she was kicking it with Noah. She was kicking it with Jackson. And Star, sorry to say, she was getting around. So, like I said, it could be a third party. It could be a fourth party. We might need Maury to make this decision to find out who the baby is. But anyway, hopefully we'll find out soon about that. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about the show. Hopefully I didn't give out any spoilers. Hopefully everybody already watched the show before you seen this video. But anywho, let me know what you thought about the cast, about Brandy's character, about Tiana's character. And again, let me know what you think about the baby, who the baby daddy is. But anyway, in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. See you later. End the live video over there and end video over here.